Hi friends, this is Seemaa here from Paper Passions. Today we are going to do quilling, which is a very popular art in India and is done using paper strips, small paper strips that are available in different widths. Here I'm showing you 5 and 3 mm. We will be using a quilling tool to roll the paper, and I'm just trying to show you how to roll the paper here. And if you're it's a very common and a very popular art here in India. Most of the kids today are very familiar with it, and all the materials that we require for this are also readily available in the market and online. In case, and there is a huge amount of material available about quilling online as well. So in case you still would like me to do a quilling video which covers the basics of quilling, please leave me a comment and I will be more than happy to do so for you. I'm just trying to show the how a basic quilling roll is done, and this is how it is. This makes it this is the basic shape that basically, and once you make these rolls, you may use them to make different shapes out of it. And today we shall be using quilling strips in two different widths and various colors. This will be and white glue adhesive a ring that we will be using for the keychain, and a little piece of chain that will be attaching to the ring and also to our um, the item that we make. We will also be using a jump ring. This is a regular jewelry jump ring. However, I will be using a little thicker jump ring that is used much more stronger for a keychain. This is the quilling tool that we'll be using. A scissor. You may also require a plier for opening and closing the jump ring. In case you do not have a plier, you can use any items that are available, any other tool that is available in your at your place, or you can even use your hands to make open and close this jump rings. Now to get on with the tutorial, what I've done here, I've done some preparation here, but I will be starting with the basic body. I have made a long strip here. So just to show you, this is what you're going to make a turtle. So I'm using a dark green and a light green to make the turtle, and I've used 5 different strips and I've stuck them together to make a long coil. I'll just show you how that is done. So you apply adhesive on the ends and take 2 strips and apply adhesive on the ends and just attach them together to make a very long coil, just like that. So apply very little glue. So here I'll be showing you how to make a cup coil, and from there on to you know we will get on with the rest of the tutorial. So there you have it. We've reached the end of the coil here. Now I do not want the coil to loosen up, so I just make sure that it's even all around and apply some glue on it. I tend to apply, you can use a toothpick to apply the glue evenly and not get your hands dirty. I tend to use my hands all the time. That's the reason I keep a wet, I'm so sorry, wet kitchen wipe, which I have soaked in water, and I just keep it around just to keep my hands clean and wipe them off. It is also helpful if you get any glue on the sides to do that dirties your project. You can wipe it off with this, and it will not leave a mark. So that's one tip that you can use. Now I can just go ahead and push this. I need to push it out to make the curve or the body of the turtle. So I'm just trying to push it out slowly and steadily, making sure that I'm not going to unravel all the coils that are there inside. And I'm trying to give it a little bit of a shape, a little oval shape like that, as you can see here. so that it looks more like a turtle's body. And I think that's about it. The hump is good enough. Now what we need to do is apply glue on the inside so that it keeps its shape. So when the glue dries, it will keep the shape. It will help the coils stay in place because they are already glued. Right now I have to be careful because there was no glue and it could unravel, push out. All the coils could actually open up. So I have to be very careful while I'm applying the glue. Just make sure that it has kept the shape. This is in the terms of quilling, this is called a cup coil. So to make most of your 3D models or 3D shapes, you would require to make cup coils and cone coils. If you push it further and the taper, it becomes a cone coil. Right now it is just a cup coil because it's not very deep, right? Okay, so I'll let that dry. In the meantime, I'll show you the pieces that I've made, and in case you want to know how much strips I've used. So what I've done is I've used 1.5 strip to make a coil like that and pushed it out, and then another 1.25 strip to make a coil like that, and again it will turn into a cup coil. Then I used another 1.5 inch strip together to make a longer coil, or more like a cone coil, and then I attached them together to make the neck and the head of the turtle. So this is how it will go. As you can see here, this is the part I'm talking about. So this will get attached to the bottom of the turtle so that you can give it a nice shape on the neck. Next we will need some of the stone like structures that are there on the turtle. I don't know, I think I'll have to Google what they are called. So I've used half a coil here to make some tight coils, so that will help us there. I have 67, I think. Then I've used a dark colored, same color as this one to make this is again now these are all 3mm strips that I've used in a lighter color just to give it a little contrast and make it interesting. The next thing this is again a 5mm strip that I used for the hump thing. Sorry, not the hump but the body, or shell, tortoise shell. And these are the legs that I'll be attaching to the bottom, and these are made from half a strip. I've also used a very small strip of paper to make a hollow coil. Now how would you make this coil is very simple. You take a small piece of paper like that. I'm just showing you, I'm waiting for it to dry, so I'll show you how it is done. I apply it, and I can either use a toothpick to roll it on. I can use a toothpick and I can just wrap it on it and keep rolling till I get to the end of this small strip. What I normally do is I just go ahead and, keeping a center, I just keep rolling it like that. See, so I am maintaining that center. This is so that we can pass the jump ring through. So I've made that already. Now till the time it's drying, we can work on the top surface of this. So I'll just attach these little pieces here and there randomly, just to make sure that they tip. As you just saw, the joint where the strip ends, you can see it. So you try to hide it, and in any project you just want to get a nice finish, you want to hide it away from where it will be seen easily. So I'm just putting it on the back like that so that it doesn't show from so that it gets more surface area that touches, and it will help it stay stronger. The white glue I'm using is Fevicol, which is very readily available at any store, and any child or mostly everybody would know what a Fevicol is. It's but you can use any white glue which that you're comfortable with, and that should work. It should not be a problem at all, and we'll have to give it some time to get attached really. So I'll just leave it there. All I need to now do is basically attach that and put the feet on there like this, and it will be ready. I'll show you at the end. Moving on till the time it's drying, it will be a very long video. So when I'm ready to attach it, probably I'll shoot it again. Or I will also be doing this sheep. So I took another pieces of five strips and attached them to make a coil, and then I took a 4 3/4 of a strip to make another coil. Now those are the coils that I've joined together to make this shell like thing, and I will be using a white strip. I'll be using to make this body. I have used 5 mm coils because it is a little more sturdy to make the cup coils. Now for the wool on the sheep, we are making a sheep. So for the wool on the sheep, all I'm doing is I'm rolling, making, these are called Beehive Coil. This is actually called a Beehive Coil, or you can call it scroll on the roll, something like that. So all I'm doing is rolling it a bit, taking out the tool, moving forward, moving further down, and then rolling it back up. So I'll just show you how the coil looks, and I'll keep doing that till I reach the end of the strip. This is going to give us the wool texture on top of the body of the sheep. I'll be also using some very tiny googly eyes on both these animals, and they are super cute. I'll show them to you once I take them out at the end and I'm attaching them. Okay, I've just made the scrolls, and now I'm going to apply the glue all over this area, and then try and stick that scroll, covering as much as I can. Now how do I go about it is I put them as close as possible to each other. Right, now I'm back. Everything is nice and dry. I need to attach the eyes, for which I'm just going to apply glue here and here, and use these tiny googly eyes for tortoise or turtle, whatever you want to call it. Next, I just need to open a jump ring. Now I'm using a thicker jump ring here, which is better suitable to a keyring, I think, rather than the normal jewelry jump ring that you get for earrings and stuff, because it's very delicate. But you will be able to find the jump rings at the same kind of store where you find the other jump rings, as in the jewelry jump rings. These are usually used for bracelets and neck pieces to attach them. So I just I hope this tutorial was helpful to you. Please visit us on my blog and subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Thank you. Have a good day.